1531, the Blessed Virgin Mary appeared in Guadalupe near Mexico City. Juan Diego was an Indian who had converted to the faith, who was the first to encounter the Blessed Mother, or rather, who first encountered the Blessed Mother as he traveled from his village to take part in divine worship, to listen to God's commandments so that he could grow in holiness. And as he approached the hill named Tepeyac, with the dawn breaking, he heard someone calling his name. And as he traveled up the hill, he caught sight of a woman, the likes he had never seen before, whose clothing was radiant as the sun. She said in the most kind and gentle way, "Juanito, the humblest of my children, know and understand that I am the ever-Virgin Mary." She continued, "It is my ardent desire that a church be erected here, so that in it I can show and bestow my love, my compassion, help, and my protection to all who inhabit this land and to those others who love me, that they may call upon me and confide in me." The Blessed Mother then instructed Juan Diego to share this message with the local bishop, and she gave him a final instruction: go and put all your efforts into this. So imagine, you're Juan Diego. You're a humble man, recently converted to the faith, known only to his family and a small number of friends. A man whose country has just been conquered by the Europeans. And suddenly, as you're minding your own business, just going to church, the Blessed Mother appears out of nowhere. Not only does she appear to you, but she gives you this mission. Twice, Juan Diego made the trip, and he tried to convince the local bishop of the Blessed Mother's message. And each time he was rejected. Understandably, Juan Diego must have felt discouraged. He must have felt there was some mistake. And so while going to get a priest to hear his ill uncle's confession, he tried to avoid seeing the Blessed Mother. Imagine that. That's how desperate he was. But she met him on the alternate route and reassured him that his uncle had already been cured, and, most importantly, to continue up the hill to the peak. And miraculously, he encountered an abundance of Castilian roses that had bloomed in the frost-covered land on a day just like today in Easton. Our Blessed Mother had him carry those roses in his outer garment to the bishop with this encouragement: "My son, this is the proof that you will bring to the bishop. You are my ambassador, and you are very worthy of trust." This time, when Juan Diego presented himself to the bishop for the third time, he opened his outer garment, and the roses scattered to the ground, forming the image of the Virgin Mary. And also left on his outer garment was that same image. The message of Our Lady of Guadalupe to Juan Diego was that she trusted this great mission with a man that the world could easily overlook, a man of humble means and demeanor. When he failed to convince the bishop of her message, he doubted himself, just like at times we can doubt ourselves when we meet initial rejection or failures. However, it is the Blessed Mother's reassurance to Juan Diego that we can draw strength too. As she said, "Do not let your heart be troubled. Are you not under my protection? Are you not fortunately under my care?" This is the message that our Blessed Mother wishes to convey to each of us who seeks her assistance and protection, just as our founder, Venerable Patrick Peyton, did throughout his whole life. He turned to our Blessed Mother and trusted in her. So too can we find a peace in her maternal care. No matter our circumstance, no matter our station in life, She loves each one of us and our families, and she only wants us to turn to her. And so we say today together, Our Lady of Guadalupe, pray for us.